my god! Does Moment by Moment have a little too much character development for your shitty anti-Valentine's Day movie marathon? Well, look no further, because the 1981 version of Endless Love is here to take your box of chocolates and replace it with a box of dog shit. And as a preserver of all things film, and whatever pieces of cinema generally get great reviews, this movie breaks my heart, having been brought to us by the fantastical Franco Zeffirelli, the director of the original vapid love story, Romeo and Juliet, not to mention his other works like Blackface Domingo, and convincing us that Mel Gibson could play a pretty good Hamlet. Then again, he also showed us that having tea with a dictator would be less scary and more boring. I already questioned this movie from its tagline. She's 15, he's 17, the love every parent fears? Really? That's the love every parent fears? I could think of a couple worse things. How about she's 15, he's 47, or she's 15, he's 5? Anyway, let's get on with this already crappy Valentine's Day. Hey, it's from Polygram, long before they adopted the Silver Surfer as their mascot. The hell, what's the title trying to say here? Ass love? Well, I can get behind that. Oh, god damn it, the cat's on the copy-paste button again. You get off that keyboard, Lloyd. The theme to the movie is by Lionel Richie, but the script is by the blind girl from Hello, Is It Me You're Looking For? The film is based on a novel by Scott Spencer, though there is one person who would disagree with that, and that is Scott Spencer. Plus, according to the ending credits, it features Jimmy Spader. I wonder if he's in any relation to Jimmy Spader. I see, this is where the cool kids hung out in 1981, the planetarium.
Our lives seem like small grains of sand.
Wait, this isn't the planetarium, they're just watching Attack of the Clones. This movie skips that whole meet cute, seeing their relationship grow cliche, and just starts out with our lovebirds David and Jade having already met.
What would you do if I died?
The heavenly stars, the shrinking planetary systems.
Ugh. Good one, movie. It's 5 minutes in and I already want to puke. Right now, they're experiencing something that did not happen at any of the film's screenings, an audience applause. And if you want to know a little more about David...
You don't belong in this group. What's your name?
David. I'm a senior, sir. I'm taking independent study.
Go on, get out of here. Get out of here.
You little scamp, trying to bang the freshman girls. David is on his way to a party being held at Jade's house.
Good night, everybody.
Well, what is this, Halloween? I thought Halloween was October.
Yeah, can't you tell? He's dressed up as the most famous 1981 Halloween costume, Shitty James Bond. Let's keep this dialogue train rolling.
You're beautiful.
Which is what the casting director said to her the second before screaming out, "You're hired!" Hey, that Jimmy Spader looks an awful lot like James Spader.
The knife goes on the left, the fork goes on the right.
The fork goes on the left,
No,
the
it
knife goes
doesn't.
on the
The
right.
knife goes
The
on the
knife
left
goes
of
near
the
the grass
spoon.
on the right.
No, it doesn't. The fork goes on... Here,
The fork.
you take the fork.
When your family said they were into being anal, I didn't think they were talking about the silverware. And this will be the first time I question the sanity of their mother.
Have you ever seen anything like it? I found it today in this thrift shop. Look at it. Look at the fabric.
It's falling apart.
It's yours. Oh, don't pick at it.
Oh, don't mind her. She just has to send Ricky and Angela on their way to camp. I wonder if they're still talking about silverware.
Okay, does the fork go on the right side of the plate or the left side of the plate?
Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
Then put it on the other side.
Yep, still talking about silverware, and it appears they've solved the table setting mystery, so you can't fault the movie for not tying up loose ends, I guess. You two finally gonna say something to each other that's worth a damn?
I love you.
Where's that wine?
Sorry, we drank all the wine so we could get through this tepid scene. You can tell it's an 80s movie because the kids are smoking. If you're wondering why James Spader is being so nice, it's because he finally got to bang Andy Walsh. Oh, I see the punk band has arrived. Let's hear it for Nick Cage and the Valley Girls.
Hey, David, I've been looking all over for you. I thought you were going to help us set up.
Also, why are you banging my sister? He seems totally okay with what he just walked in on.
Well, Pappy wants his trumpet. Bring it down when you're finished playing Doctor, please.
Well, you heard him. Let's put this rectal thermometer to good use. This party's gonna be really awkward when David Hess and Giovanni Lombardo Radice show up. I've seen a lot of 80s movies with wild parties, but this is the first one where the fucking parents join in. Totally playing the guitar, you guys. Look at me, I'm totally playing the guitar. Now for our marquee act.
My love, there's only you in my life.
It wouldn't be a party without a lip-syncing contest. And why does she and her dad appear to have better romantic chemistry than she does with her boyfriend? This is weird.
My endless love.
Very topical. They're playing the theme song to that movie Endless Love, the only thing about this film that was a hit with audiences. I know more about Bella and Edward than I do about these two. All I know about David and Jade is that they like looking at each other when someone's covering a Lionel Richie song. At least Bella and Edward had biology class. If I want to see a better movie where someone named David bangs someone named Jade, I'll just watch the fucking movie Jade! You can't show me camera angles like this. I'm going to assume a slasher movie killer is watching them.
Your father's right, though. It's getting late. I better go.
And I got massive blue balls, so I gotta ejaculate acid.
I have biology in the morning.
Yeah, I have a French test.
Well, now we know neither one of them have taken a chemistry class. Even the dad appears to be passing out with Whiskey Dick. Uh-oh, what's this? He's staying? This is so romantic. It's love at 483rd sight. Boy, would I hate to be the guy who has to go up to James Spader and say, "Dude, I'm banging your sister. Have you seen the new kids? He will set you on fire." The mom comes downstairs and catches them because, shock of all shocks, the two teenagers left alone with booze and a romantic fire might just have sex in front of it. Then it gets really, really goddamn weird. What every good parent does, sits there and watches their 15-year-old daughter get plowed. Wow, why hasn't my husband ever tried that move on me? I've seen a movie about a serial enema rapist, and this movie is creeping me out. I'm gonna go masturbate to thoughts of my daughter's vagina being penetrated. Bye! Ah, it's the love every parent fears. Cliché. This is the worst thing to happen to Chicago since renaming the Sears Tower. You sure you can look him in the eyes now, lady?
You sort of invited yourself along for tomorrow morning.
Well, you invited yourself to their underage sexcapades. No, 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 no. Fucking awkward, no. Someone better get shot in this. I'll teach you to star in a movie about time-traveling turkeys. Bonding with an angry Spader is a foolish decision, my friend.
My grandfather built that place. I'm going to rebuild the whole thing one of these days.
That is if the Deadites stop wrecking the damn thing.
Jade would love it. Imagine getting up in the morning with a lake right there.
What is with this guy? He keeps talking even though people have left the scene. This guy sucks, and I think Spader agrees.
Just because you're fucking my sister doesn't make you part of the family.
Oh yeah, but making out with your mom does. And if you have such a problem with this, why the hell were you being so nice to him earlier? If this family really exists, I think the Manson family would be a better choice. At one point, the dad catches David naked in his daughter's room and just watches, even after his toweled daughter walks in and closes the door. That's a thing that happened.
He saw me.
He's seen a naked man before.
Do tell. Or just talk romantic nothings again.
If he comes in here, he'll kill me.
Then we'll die together.
Oh, shut up! I see Brooke Shields' no nudity clause went straight to this guy's ass.
David is here. I just caught them bare-assed up in her room.
My God. I thought it was something awful.
What? Why is the tagline, "The love every parent fears"? Seems like at least one of the parents doesn't give a shit.
I'm so happy to hear you say that. You're always so definite with the children. Let's all be open about sex. Well, they certainly got the idea.
See? It's your fault his penis fits perfectly inside of her vagina. Such compelling arguments here.
You're the one who's always saying she's sleeping too much.
Which clearly means that she should stay awake getting boned all night. Plus, their late-night phone sessions are pissing off James Spader.
You've been on over an hour. Will you give me a break, please?
If this movie doesn't end with James Spader going on a kill-crazy rampage, I'm gonna consider this to be a huge disappointment. This movie is a huge disappointment.
One on your telephone.
Yeah, if he's not here, he's on the phone.
Oh, and I have to study. Finally.
Bitch.
I hope you're happy with yourself, Brooke Shields. You've turned nice Spader into Steph Spader. Hi there. I broke into your house. I'm gonna kiss you all over as you sleep, 'cause I'm creepy. Doing this is only a reminder that we haven't seen Brooke Shields' tits once. Oh, right, underage. We haven't seen her body double's tits once!
I'm going to name a star after you.
I'm gonna name it Brenda Star. It'll go over about as well as Endless Love. This scene gives them their most lines together yet, which means they wasted on lines like this.
When I'm wrinkled and fat, you'll stop loving me. C'est la vie.
I'll never stop loving you.
You can't say that. You don't know.
Yes, I do. I knew that from the very first. I'll never stop loving you.
Moment by Moment gave their characters more shit to say than this. It was cheesy, yes, and unrealistic and incredibly poorly written, but it wasn't as vapid as this Twilight rejected fanfiction crap. Well, poster's still there, isn't it? Well, guess it is time to switch that out again. I see they woke up her body double. Best get in at least one day's work. Love scenes aren't as romantic when one of the actors is cheating. Apparently, Zeffirelli would grab Shields' toe to give her an orgasm face. I don't know what that says about Brooke Shields' feet, but it's better than Umberto Lenzi's method of stabbing a pig to death off camera. It's that awkward moment when you realize your daughter is having better sex than you are. Probably should have kicked this kid out of the house, like every sane parent would.
What's the matter?
He's just realized he's stolen TJ Hooker's toupee by mistake. At least he's now getting mad at something.
What are you doing? Come here, give me that. Give me that. Over your hand, damn it. Jesus Christ, I don't believe this.
I can't sleep.
You don't fool around with these things.
Nice priorities. Boyfriend can stay over and fuck you till the break of dawn, but don't you dare take a sleeping pill that I have in my medicine cabinet.
We are not a couple of little kids.
He doesn't give a damn about you. All he cares about is his own satisfaction.
I'm sorry, is that crying or are you just deflating a balloon off camera?
Stay out of
Well, look, I was the one who brought him here. I just want to apologize.
Back to your room.
Did you? Because they were already together when the movie first started, so it's not your fault. It's just bad writing. Boy, am I glad I wasn't in that last scene. Even the Lifetime Network would ask him to tone it down. Now's the chance where the dad finally acts like a parent 15 years too late.
I don't want you to go in the house.
Why? What's the matter?
You and Jade won't be seeing each other for a while.
Aw, you've made Clark Kent sad.
Is she in there?
Don't you go in that house.
I'm going to talk to Jade.
You get the hell out of here.
No.
Okay, well, you're now trespassing, so I can kick your whiny little ass. Of course, this movie's told from the kid's point of view, so the reasonable adult is probably supposed to be the villain. And here comes the mom to make it worse.
You and Jade have pushed this too far.
Oh, and whose fault is that, hippie voyeur mom?
Jade has her exam. Oh, my God. I am sounding like a mother. Don't inflict that on me, please.
Yeah, God forbid the mother of 3 kids sounds like a fucking mom. Brooke Shields gets a lot of shit for this movie, which is slightly unfair. She's better than David. Shirley Knight, who plays the mom, even begged the director to cast anyone but Brooke Shields for the part. And Brooke's real-life mom didn't even want her to take the lead because she thought the role was simply Brooke just standing there looking pretty. Yeah, unlike the classic Blue Lagoon, which was just Brooke standing there looking pretty and breastfeeding. But seriously, this script is so bad that every actor sucks here. Oh well, except Spader, who is always awesome. In fact, why isn't Spader playing the lead? The man could have romantic chemistry with a ferret, and the dude is a constant source of intimidation, badassery, and erotic mischief. But no, let's give the lead to a Fabian understudy. Actor Martin Hewitt actually beat out 5,000 other people for this part. Wow, who are those 4,999 other people? Serial killers?
Two hearts that beat as one.
Oh, hey, an Olympics shirt. Does that mean this episode could also count as an Olympics tie-in? They're trying to be cute with this romantic montage of him missing the shit out of her headshot, but it's not so romantic when you play creepy music over it. You're right, movie. Twisted Nerve is a more romantic film than this. Hey, wait a minute. Is that Tom Cruise? That was hardly the time to be lecturing Brooke Shields on medication again, Tom Cruise. Jesus Christ, time and place. Yet here's another actor who would be more appropriate for the role than Martin Hewitt.
Did you ever try to light a whole pile of wet newspapers? Jeez, it smokes like crazy. I got real scared, see. But you want to hear the wild part? It's like I'm a hero or something. They thought I saved the whole block. To this day, my mother thinks I'm a hero. Hey, you better not tell her what I just told you either.
Thanks, Davy Jones. You should have gotten the lead. Hell, even Sharknado here would have made a better lead. Guess he'll just have to hang out in his room and listen to music. I didn't add that song to the soundtrack, but isn't that what every teenage boy listens to when they're abusing themselves with lotion and a gym sock? This must be the part where he becomes an adrenaline junkie and cock teases one of his friends. Here's where the movie really starts to piss me off. No. You do not deserve this soundtrack, movie. Hell, the soundtrack to The Apple is too good for you. You know, there is a line between teenage romance and the movie Fear, and this one is going right into self-bruising, fingering on a roller coaster territory. And what is with this schizo dad? One minute he grows a pair and becomes stern, and then the next he's blowing smoke in a teenage girl's face. Keep in mind that they did not tell David to stay away forever. They just told him to stay away for 30 days and then he could come back. That is what's making him go insane. Is it time for the creepy music again? I'll fix them. I'll toss water on their deck and what the fuck is he doing? Don't take Tom Cruise's advice. I should remind you again that this is not a thriller, yet I am terrified of this guy. Most people would just throw pebbles at the window, but no, turning their house into the fog is the better option. Oh shit, you mean doing that caused a fire? Oh my god, I am completely shocked that this happened. Thank God you saved us, Man of Steel style Superman. Every relationship has a hurdle or two, so he burned their house down. At least he didn't try taking sleeping pills.
Arson is one of the most grievous offenses to come before a court.
Sure it is. It's the offense that every parent fears. Just listen to the music. Never thought I would hear the sinister version of the Endless Love theme.
I am sentencing him to 5 years probation, on the understanding that he enter a psychiatric facility approved by the court.
Good! Though I'm sure this movie is gonna try to convince me that him getting locked up is a bad thing. Hey, it's Christmas in the asylum. He's gonna go off the deep end when the nuns make him sit on Santa's lap.
Families, fall apart when the kid goes in the nut house.
Or when a psychopath burns down someone's house because he's stalking their daughter, but whatever.
Don't worry, you think about yourself.
Yes, think about yourself. You've done so little of that this entire movie. Too bad her contract states that he's not allowed to see her breast in his dream sequences. Apparently, the judge's orders for him to not contact her in any way, shape, or form was merely just a suggestion. And now he's seeing visions? This is about as romantic as the second half of When a Stranger Calls. He's been locked up for 20 whole minutes. Oh, somebody help him!
For once in your life, goddammit, listen to me! Listen to your son! They're killing me! I'm dying!
No, you're not dying. You're just a fucking whiner.
Get the fuck out of here, Leonard! Go on, leave us alone! You want to take him home? Well, that's what you're gonna take home!
You're right, son. Leonard is less crazy than you. We're taking Leonard home. Just kidding. They actually get him out of the insane asylum just 'cause, I don't know, now he's free to be Patrick Bateman, I guess. If all of this shit happens in the remake, it is gonna be the craziest fucking movie that's out in theaters now. And Wolf of Wall Street is still playing. This shot shows the greatness of what a man can do in a movie that's the worst of what a man can do. David's release is really doing a number on Dad's overacting.
He burned down my house. I was told my family would be protected. He tried to burn me and my family to death. If that kid comes near me, or anybody in my family ever again, I'll kill him.
That should teach him a lesson. Now he'll never try to contact it. Oh, you've gotta be kidding me.
You know, I don't like surprises.
Yeah, she doesn't like surprises. She just likes masturbating to them. I must say, it's not the same when Benjamin tries seducing Mrs. Robinson. By the way, it's 2 years after the house burning, so he's now 19, which means legal drinking age? Whatever, time to get more awkward.
Tell me, that story you wrote about me, do you have a copy of it?
It isn't just about you. It's about you and Jade and me. It's about a time I saw the two of you making love.
I'm sorry, what?
I was dazzled. I couldn't move. And it changed everything that night.
Yeah, that'll happen when you stare at my ass thrusting inside your daughter. And just when I think the previous line can't be topped.
That night that I came down and saw you with Jade and then made love to my husband, I was making love to you.
She's only doing this because she wants him to set fire to her pants. I remember seeing a movie once where a man seduced a woman so that he could get into bed with her underage daughter. That movie was Lolita.
I know it's difficult to understand, but I can't make love to anybody but Jade.
What I'm saying is the drugs in the mental institution have rendered me impotent, so I need a distraction. Give it a few minutes, he'll do something creepy again. He always does. So David tracks down Brooke and, oh no, her dad and new stepmom coming at him from the opposite direction. Things are gonna get hilarious. Bravo! You burned their house down and you killed her dad. Glenn Close in Fatal Attraction didn't cause this much damage on a family. And is it weird that this is the couple I'm most rooting for in this movie? This movie is worse than Moment by Moment, but somehow the older woman, younger man chemistry is slightly better than that movie. Probably because in this one they don't look like siblings. And yeah, just bring David on in here at a sensitive time when people want his fucking head.
What the hell is he doing here?
David was in town.
This has nothing to do with you, so don't push in now.
I loved your father. He saved my life.
You came here looking for my sister.
Hey, another character with a head on his shoulders. Jerk. Back at David's apartment, oh my god, background model from a Robert Palmer song, what are you doing here? Man, this is like that scene from Rocky when he first kissed Adrian, only if, you know, he killed her dad first.
I felt like I ruined your life.
We can talk about that sometime.
There won't be any sometime.
I remember this scene from Star 80. It was right before he blew her head off with a shotgun. They say their goodbyes, and this scene has the emotional impact of telling a 4-year-old to lay off Oreos for a day. That is, until it gets rapey.
Jade! Don't! Please, stay with me! But I don't care what happens to me, Jade! All I care about is you! Don't you see? I can't let it go! It's not over!
I didn't have to add the suspense music to that. The guy is just a fucking creep. But I guess the Susan Hayward submitting to John Wayne moves worked on her too, because then this happens. This is the kind of chemistry that causes meth heads to explode. None of this feels right to me.
It'll mean it's all over. Maybe like it never even happened.
Ah, yeah, dad dying, house burning down. Pfft, it's all in the past. That is, until Spader gets a hold of him.
Yeah, what room is David Axelrod in?
I'm not sure what the former senior advisor to President Obama has anything to do with this, but whatever. Spader confronts him that his stepmom witnessed David being there when their father was killed. And honestly, dude, maybe you should deny this one.
Who was there? It was an accident.
Ugh, this guy would send this entire family to their graves before he'd take anything to his own. Plus, you could have had the guy arrested way sooner. He was, after all, breaking his parole. And don't fight Spader. Spader can turn into a werewolf.
It's a madhouse! A madhouse!
So what's the resolution of this goddamn thing? Well, in the book, he's sent back to the psychiatric ward for some more years, while Jade goes on to get married, and when he's released, he hooks up with and bangs a lot of women. In this, he's in jail, looks at her walking through his bars, and that's the end. This movie is like everyone's first time having sex. It's fucking awful! This movie was actually a success at the box office, but no one remembers it for that. They remember it as a fucking punchline, a horrible adaptation of a well-acclaimed book, and its many Razzie nominations. And in about a week, the remake of the fucking thing is coming out.
You can't sleep, you can't eat, there's no doubt you're empty, your throat is tight.
At least they're advertising it like it's a thriller. You know what? Fine. If you're gonna remake something, pick something that sucked to begin with. Of course, whenever that happens, you have a crowd that says, "Why is that getting remade? That movie was shitty!" And then when it's a good movie getting remade, it's, "Why is that getting remade? That movie was awesome!" See? You just can't win. Though, to be fair, it sounds like novelist Scott Spencer isn't quite winning in this instance either, as he stated that the newer version of the movie is an even bigger departure from the book than the god-awful 1981 version. But I should reserve judgment on this movie till I see it this weekend. It could very well be an excellent film.
He was in town and your father was killed.
I know.